You received a call from an inmate at the Department of Corrections. This call will be recorded and monitored. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline this call, hang up.
Well, Mr. K-Dog, I have not heard from you in a while. How are you doing? Oh, well, well, that's that's good. I'm glad your health is doing okay, and they were able to get you the proper treatment in there, and you're looking for a full road to recovery. Really? Terminal cancer? Wow. Well, that I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, yeah, I know. And well, what about his family? Did they notify his family? Oh, man. I hate to hear about people uh, getting a disease while in lockup and then getting poor treatment and suffering the ultimate sacrifice because they're just not treated as a normal, regular human being. They're subhuman. Yeah, yeah, well, for her, she, they discovered that she had cancer and then it went into remission and then they discovered that it spread and they're giving her just maybe 1 to 3 years to live, and she's asking for clemency, but they're just being troublesome and ornery, and it just breaks my heart that they feel that it's better for her to serve the remainder of her sentence than to get out and try to uh, make the best of her life with what little time that she has. All I'm telling her, she should not give up. It's the only way to lose is when you give up. And as long as she's fighting, she's winning. She's moving forward, and that's extremely important. Extremely important. But your friend, and see, that's exactly what will happen to my fiance. She'll wind up dying within those walls, and my greatest fear is that they'll just stick her in her body in a cardboard box, and that's the end of it. Well, I'm sure she has some family out here that could take control of the body, if need be. It's just that I wish they would work with me because I could help her get out and stay clean and sober and out of trouble, and then I can help her make funeral arrangements and how she wants her body treated. If she wants to be cremated or buried or some alternate method or something. And then, I'll have memories of her final days, which will help give me comfort in the future. And I'm sure her children will be happy too. It's just that, what are we going to do?
You
Well,
have
thanks.
60 seconds remaining.
Thanks. I do appreciate your concern. And I've heard several incarcerated people talk about my situation and the similar situations that they have. And it's nice to know there's compassion within those walls. So I appreciate your words of kindness, and I will definitely do what I can to ease her final days. And
You have 30 seconds
I'm
remaining.
hoping they'll find it within their hearts to let her out. That's true. Not all people deserve these long sentences. And I'm going to say she's one of them. She does not deserve a long sentence. Good. Thank you. Thank you much. You're so kind. Hello, my name is Joel Wilborn, and welcome to another episode of AQS Inmate Call. Now, this was a conversation with Tahoma Trueblood discussing a friend of his who died of cancer while in prison. And during his stay, he was trying really hard to get clemency. He wanted to get out and spend time with his family and maybe knock some stuff off his bucket list, and pass away on the other side of the wall. And while he's doing this fighting and making some progress, he dies in prison. And of course, K-Dog is very upset and disappointed in the system for letting this happen. And for me, it's something that's very trying on my mind because my fiance has terminal cancer and she doesn't have long to live. And she's requested clemency, but they're just, the prosecutor said, the only way I'll let you out is if you're dying. And to be diagnosed with terminal cancer and be given 1 to 3 years to live by the physician, I would say that qualifies her under his standards. But people can change. He could come across his desk and he could look at it and say, no, change my mind. I'm not going to let her out under any circumstances. If she dies within 3 years, then so be it. And it wouldn't surprise me if they did something like that. You have to look at all human beings as being created equal. I know we have male and female, and then we have young and old. And, we have different races, different religions, different creeds. Yet, we should be allowed the same rights. We shouldn't discriminate against one religion or one race of person. We should treat them equal, not separate, but equal. We should treat them equal. All the people you see walking in the mall, all the people you see driving down the road, they should have the same rights as you. And people shouldn't be separated because of some silly little quality that seems to justify this kind of action. And, if we're going to lock people up and then pull away their proper medical attention, we're defeating the purpose. You lock a person up for doing something wrong, stepping on people's rights, and then you put them into a place where the same thing is done to them by the people who run around stating how bad these guys are and how they need to be locked up. Why? And reduced sentences, alternate sentences, counseling, one-on-one psychiatric help, assessment, a better assessment made by a professional to determine if this person is dangerous and should not be released. I was on the Kevin Coe trial after he served his 25 years. And I believe 25 years was long enough. That's what the court gave him, and he should serve that and get out. It's almost as if we're breaking our promise. Yet, in his case, he didn't appear to have been changed. He didn't look like he was going to take all his past into consideration and then not let him out. So I believe that people should be looked at on a one-on-one basis. I got a chance to see Kevin Coe, which I'd never seen on that side before, and it looked like he just didn't care. The chance of him recommitting was very good. And so even though the sentence was served and, under normal circumstances people would be let out, he didn't quite meet the mold of a person that should be released after serving a sentence. Since the true purpose of the penal system is to put people back on the streets in better shape than when they went in there, not sending him to a facility that specializes in those type of disorders or views in life. By not doing that, we really don't give the penal system the responsibility that it should have. It's very obvious that the people should come out in better shape than when they went in. And why not? And we have the resources to do it. We have the money to do it. And we're just not doing it. We're just being lazy. And I believe that this that health, a doctor should be able to talk to a counsel and say this person needs to be released because of medical needs, which would save the state money, or the person should be kept in because of medical needs, because the money needs to be spent on this person, or even have a council or committee look at it and say that this person deserves an ankle monitor or probation, or maybe have to get some kind of education or a job to prove that there's been a change and that there will not be any more wrongs to go to prison over. And I like that idea. I like the idea of taking each person who goes through those walls and assessing them on a one-on-one basis. We can do this. It will work. So my take on all of this is the public needs to know where its money's going. There's a lot of money being spent on people locked away in prison. And the budget can be trimmed in a lot of these cases. And we can still have an effective system. And in many cases, we'll have more people out on the streets to work and pay taxes, make up for their lost time, make up for the harm they've caused, and maybe teach other people how to overcome obstacles and move forward in their life. So that's just my take on it. Hopefully you'll see that the same way I did, and lend a helping hand, because we can never have too many people working toward getting society back on track, keeping people out of trouble, taking away the motivation for crimes and for stepping away from the law. If we work together as a community, as a team, we can do this. We can make it work. I ask that you go to my YouTube channel, the Joel Wilborn YouTube channel. Take a look at Oxyword and listen to some of these inmates. I try to keep the thing updated, more people added. You just never know. And we're looking for people to talk to these folks in prison, listen to them, and help them find a meaningful purpose in their life. And you can hear them discuss their situation and give their advice in these videos. So thanks for taking time out of your day to listen to this, and go out, have yourself a beautiful day, and make spectacular memories for tomorrow.